All right, so that y'all see this? It don't look like I'm from the future, right? Yeah. All right, so look, um, they I got I got a little something wrote down. Oh yeah, so it was like I don't seek no pity, and I put myself in harm's way because I'm a man. Whole time they put Gunu up in the club, and we don't do that in America. We don't do that. So if you want to do that, you can go somewhere else. You can go to Mexico where they do that, where they where that's appropriate. You can do that. But here, I stood up and I stopped that because I'm a man and I take this seriously. Now they don't take it seriously. That's why. And I don't care if you and Tom are eating popcorn and getting a kick off of this. I really don't care because it's like you got to have something to do with your life because you're not building. And I don't regret any of my actions. But the thing is, we got to put this into perspective because you have to put it in perspective, and you can't lose the context of what I cried in the video because I didn't know where my history of slavery. That's it. But now, fast forward to now, it's like, oh, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, like, boom, I'm here surviving and still here and still dragging. So that don't matter. That's the concept that they like the left. They be trying to make it seem like all that slavery stuff. Like 3/5 of a man is just a price, bro. It's just a price. Today you still get a price of your work. It's the same thing. But they be trying to make it like empathize and be like, oh, feel bad for slavery and stuff when everybody in the world was a slave at some point. Every race. So like it's just and America is the one that stopped it. So that's crazy. Like they be trying to guilt trip or not guilt trip, but they be trying to keep you in that mindset to make you mad at the white man. But look, um, um, they Asman before uh before Charlie died, he said in a video, he said it's they're not gonna realize it. Talking about the MAGA base, they're not gonna realize it until it happens to them. And then he went offline because his father had cancer, so he used that as an alibi. You got to peep game. Now, you see how he acting right now? That's his heart. I just want you guys to know because I come from a perspective of being just like you, and I don't want you to get taken advantage of by them. Um, so yeah, you gotta put all this in context and perspective, and you gotta tie everything together. You gotta really pay attention. Otherwise, you're not gonna catch all the moves. That's really because this is really bigger than it looks. It's really bigger than it plays. Like they want to get off of European the Europe because it's structural and it's discipline, and discipline is way better than hype because without discipline, then what buildings would these people go in? What buildings would they throw concerts in? What buildings would like you got to have some people that have discipline. They just don't they're just a cult. Like they're a cult and they work together. So they'll single out one person and then they'll be like, oh, he's playing victim, and it's like, nah, I'm not playing victim. They'll use recycled Twitter nonsense and just talk about not just all they do is talk about people all day, but they single people out so that, and then they try and make it seem like you crazy when it's not you crazy, it's they attacking you. But you gotta stand tall and you gotta be a man and go through it, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm head on with this. So every like for I got It wrote down. Everybody for years mocked Christianity, this approach, because it wasn't flashy. But now that I didn't like like made it appealing and sexy and attractive to actually um keep your be celibate, be abstinent, and um learn how to discipline your body. Because look, in order for you to build houses and stuff, you got to have a strong core. You got to have discipline. You got to have strength in order to build. These people, they don't work on this stuff. They don't work on it. And the people that do work on it, they want to they're more obsessed with they don't have sexual discipline. You see, they don't have sexual discipline, and they don't work on discipline their body. That's why as you sow what you sow is your body. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's like if you work on your body, then afterwards you go get a better body because of what you sowing into yourself. So boom. Now, Pastor said we'll talk about it. We're already talking about it. We want to get to the truth. That's what we want to do. We want to get to the bottom of the truth. That's what we doing. And they be trying to say like I'm nice and stuff. Yo, I'm really just chill. Like they ain't really like, they don't really get under my skin. They be trying to get under my skin. And the moment when I get under my skin, I really be like, yo, what's like, they be like, oh, see, he aggressive. He like, they be trying to flip it. You feel me? So it's like, I'll be cooling. So look, when I'm mad aggressive, or that's the thing. They was trying to say that, like Asman said, that we're MAGA base is mad aggressive, and it's like, yo, you just wish death on a family and poverty on a family. Like you're sick, bro. And it's like he'll be like, oh, I'm the cruel one. I gotta be cruel, but at the same time he gotta be like, I'm doing he'll contradict himself and say like he'll be like he'll contradict himself. You'll watch the video and you'll see how he contradicts himself. But I was just thinking he said like, you guys support me. And then he'll say, I'm doing this for free. I would do this for free. If you was doing it for free, you'd be doing it for free like me. Like I'm doing it for free right now. See, it's cap, bro. It's cap. And that's what it is. Like, because I'm really out here and I really stand on what I say. And they be trying to say, like, look, what does me liking music have to do with me speaking to a group of musicians, getting them in line with mind, body, and spirit, and leading them out of darkness? What does that have to do with it? Me liking some of the lyrics because I have the emotional maturity to not harm another individual when I'm listening to these songs, and I use it to weightlift. Doesn't mean that I didn't just hit up Glizzy and tell them to make this, wear suits in your next video and blur out the part where you say I'm trying to take a life. Like it don't mean that I'm not guiding people. Like how you gonna say that I'm supposed to be, I'm trying to get down with you. If I wanted to be down with y'all, I would have been down with y'all. I would have been. I could have did the same thing that y'all doing, because y'all was, everybody, like, I could have sold the drugs. I could have did that. I really could have sold coke. Like, I'm really beautiful, bro. Like, I really could have. I'm attractive to a lot of people. Like, I don't want to do that because I'm not as vain as y'all. Like, people be saying I'm beautiful, so I can say I'm beautiful. Y'all mad because I can say that. And a lot of people are beautiful, and they beautiful inside and outside. And I'm beautiful inside and outside. So you don't want me to say that because you don't want me to portray confidence. And I have confidence, mad confidence. So look, I get my confidence from the word because I was about to spaz the other day when I had that glove on. But I started watching, because they watching me. What's his name? Chad started praying on Monday. It had to be Monday. Just started praying, and I calmed down. I said amen. So that got me through the rough part. Music didn't get me to the rough part. Through the rough part, it's always been God that gets me through the rough part. Let's be clear about that. But now, fast forward to yesterday. Chad made a video about being in Congress because they trying to promise him, dangle something over his head so that he can now align with their agenda. So today he go come out and say that I did it all for attention. So like, boom, they just be trying to antagonizing me, but I'm just being clear and transparent with you all what's going down, and so that they don't treat you like you crazy. So boom, him um they didn't expect me because look, back when and I want you guys to take this seriously because like this is our land. America is our land. So if you just hand it over to a group of celebrities and expect that they have your best interest in heart, they don't, bro. They don't. They have theirs, and that's why like Asman said he's speaking in good faith. That's cap, bro. That's cap because one day he'll say that we need to put people in jail, and the next day he'll defend them. So like, boom, that's cap. Like he won't pick a side, and none of them are gonna pick a side. Like Ariel go say behind closed doors that boom, I really feel well, she didn't say it specifically to me, but you know how they talk through different people, and go say that she go pretend to act like they're attacking me, but we should know where we stand. And it's like, no, that's cap, just so she can not get put in prison. Like, nah, I'm not with that. So you speak out and you go against the grain. You go against the grain. That's been a woman of God, a wog. That's a woman of God. So like, nah, I'm not with that. So like, I'm not even going for that, and I'm not going for her. Like, I already spoke on that. Like, what? So boom, like they be expecting me to just be like, oh, be flirting. Like, nah, that's not my game. I can show you how this work, but I'm not about to just be y'all thinking that I'm making moves when I'm really not even doing nothing. I can show you how to do it, but boom, they saying like I don't really believe that they bad people. Look, y'all made a bad decision, and the way that you're carrying it out now shows that you're bad people. So boom, yeah, yeah. I'm the percentage of you guys being bad is creeping to 100. It's creeping to 100 right now. Y'all at like 92, 95. But y'all, once y'all get convicted, it's gonna be 100% because y'all don't want to speak out about it. Y'all being fake. So boom, and then like what I'm gonna say. What I'm saying, like I'm gonna say this too. The VP wasn't sitting next to um the second lady because she's a lawyer, bro. She's a lawyer. She stands for the law. So he go pick up his baby girl to like be like, oh, I'm here for my daughter, like for optics, and every optics means something. Every optics, you gotta put everything together from the past 4 years. Everything means something. he go pick up his little girl, and like you know how like you got a kid and stuff, so like you can, you know how it is. And so he really antagonizing her behind closed doors, and that's wrong. Cause I know because my best friend is the same way. Like they'll close the door and do stuff like that because they not like, not my best friend anymore, but like they do stuff like that because they can't control themselves. They can't control their core, their body, their appetite, and all of that stuff. Their indulgence, they can't. Their anger, they can't control it. You gotta control yourself. So like it can be like if I'm looking down, I'm probably feeling really good. Like I just be chilling, bro. I promise you. But they be trying to make it seem like, oh, and like the thing is they be framing questions. Like, why are you framing a question like that? You're trying to put me in uh you're trying to make me look crazy by the way that you're framing a question. Like they'll be like, I don't know, they'll frame the question crazy. But they don't once I if they don't, I don't have direct questions. I don't got direct questions. It's all gossip, and I don't do well with gossip because it's feminine stuff. So I'm sitting here trying to defend myself with no direct questions, and questions that is designed for them to pin you against. It's not really questions that need to be asked, that should be asked to me. So yeah, I'm not. Then you see how Chad complaining about the holidays now, complaining, because that's what the black focus was be complaining about, the holidays and stuff, or the pagan holidays and stuff, and it's like the meaning has changed. The meaning has completely changed because they thought that me being thrust into this, they think that I wasn't ready for it, but it shows that I'm ready because every time I win, I'm winning every single time. Like I came in the beginning of the year and I said, "What's going on?" Directly, I said, "What's going on?" And I said I would say this, I would form this argument like this, I would form this argument like that, and now they're starting to try and form the arguments this way because I knew this stuff back when I was 25. So like they thought that I didn't know this stuff. That's why I was quiet. I was quiet because I know something up. But like all this stuff is strategic. Like all of it is strategic. But what was I gonna say? Um what was I gonna say? Yeah, so like I'm just saying like I don't be seeking no pity. Like they be thinking like I'm like trying to be emotionally blackmailing when they're emotionally blackmailing. Like that's their whole, that's what they, all of their videos is all emotional, um all emotional blackmail. But if you watch my videos, I've been teaching you every single day something new, every single day, and what they doing recycled. I'm reliable, I'm compliant, and I'm stable. So yeah. I stood up because I'm a man, and I wasn't gonna let that happen. And it's not happening, is it? It's not happening, ain't it? Nah. And they mad because I made it cool to be a snitch. I made it cool. I made it cool because all you gotta do is stand on it. Because boom, ain't nothing wrong with telling the truth. And they mad because it once men stop adhering to these street concepts, like they stop adhering to that, then they go see the other side, and they go be like, this other side is way better than anything that was over there. Like once they realize that, they go understand like the authority I got. Like boom, like you see they not doing nothing every single day, nothing. And I'm outside. I'm outside for real, like literally outside, and they not doing nothing. So all that is bat rap, like I said. But look, um, they they um they killed Charlie because this is all true. Because this is true. The Bible is true, and it's they like like survival of the fittest, right? So why is they still promoting like the concept is simple, common sense. Stop drinking as much, stop drinking altogether, stop smoking altogether, stop eating bad food altogether. And then they were like, you go to their communities, and it'd be foreigners that own these liquor stores, and own these, not all foreigners are bad, own these gas stations. And then they side with them, and they don't get mad at them. They get mad at them at the white man, when they can simply stop like, we're stopping food stamps and all that, so y'all don't have no excuse. And but look, survival of the fittest, the fittest, right? How you go ignore nature's call? How you go ignore that? But you go adhere by street codes. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Nature, like like a like a hurricane, you gotta have structure. You gotta have a place to stay. You gotta have that. Now these street codes is made up. It's man-made. That's what they don't like. So you gotta stand 10 toes, and you don't even speak out on this, because you see, or speak out on it and see how how make a decision, and turn the other way, and seek guidance from professionals, and do your own research. Do your own research. Don't depend on them, because they lying. They'll lie. They're just spreading propaganda because of the Patriot Act. They trying to put me in a box, like, what is the argument against me? That what's the direct argument against me? That I haven't changed? That I haven't what? That I don't have sex? Like, that I don't what? Like what? That I need to be in Lumerance, and I don't need to be in Rumerance? I was talking to Shorty. We was not. It was not even talking. We was going through, you know what I'm saying, through messages, or not messages, through the internet. I was going through the internet for a month, and you think that I'm simping over? Come on, yo. Like, Like you seen that day? You seen when I took Ariel from Chris? You seen that? You seen how the day he was on camera and he was like looking like a little puppy, sad puppy? Yeah, exactly, exactly. And now they go and do a podcast like Somebody Care.
Be thinking, all right, the world is getting back on its axis. Things are a little bit more normal. And then, boom, in Tennessee, you have a woman that is running for Congress claiming that she is a birther, a birthing person, and that men can actually give birth. And simultaneously, you have a biological man winning the world's strongest woman competition.
So yeah, it's the men that's like, okay, give me a break, like give me a break. I don't want to work on my body. I don't want the pressure of working on my body. And it's like, yo, you about to lose your land. You about to lose your land. All these men, all these wives, you see what's going on throughout the whole atmosphere. The wives is not feeling they men because they men is not standing on business. They not working out. And then for the ones that is working out, salute. And for the ones that is turning to Christianity, salute. And standing on that, not lying. Like Joe Rogan just trying to say that I'm beta when we ain't seen his wife yet. We ain't seen his wife on the episode yet. So why you hiding her? Exactly. Exactly. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, bro. Let's not. Let's not do it. And then like look, I tweeted Joe Rogan, Mr. Powerful. Then they gonna say like I made an enemy out of Joe Rogan. Nah, y'all in the plot and y'all killed Charlie. Y'all killed Charlie Hurt. Y'all had a plot to kill Charlie Hurt Kirk. So you made an enemy of America. You traded on America. So like and they think that I'm playing victim or something. Like nah. Yeah. And it's like, yo, me just being alive, me just being who I am is why I'm doing this. Not because this is a public service. This is because I'm God made. Like I made my joint God made global because I knew I wanted God to put me to the test when I was 17, 19. When I was 17, 19, and I was going to go through the fire. And I'm going through the fire. Why would I brand myself as and take advantage of his name if I'm not going to do this for real? Why would I do that? All this is strategic. I became a carpenter because I wanted to see his way. And I see his way is the way, 100%. You can see through every transaction, every action that I've done this through. With his strength, I made it through. And he's came through. Like, you see, I got a black shirt now. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because I'm not lying. I never lie. I ain't gonna say never, but I don't be lying. Shoot. So, like, yeah. This don't look good on me, don't it? Too bad. But, like, they trying to say, like, I got an ego. Like, what? Like, Kobe Bryant got an ego? Okay, and then they'll be like, but you're not Kobe Bryant. It's like, yo, what this run what I just did, what I'm doing for the kingdom, glorifies God to the max. So you don't think that his child will stick up for himself? So yeah, what is the context of every situation? Ask the right questions. Public has to ask the questions to them. Ask them to what do they need to know? Because they say I'm lying. So if I'm lying, you know the truth. What's the truth? Spit the truth. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth. You know the truth. Tell it. Exactly. Exactly. Because y'all lying. Y'all not being transparent. You promoted Andrew Tate for the past 2-3 years. Y'all came out and promoted that stuff. Y'all did that. And then I come out in the beginning of the year and I spit game and y'all mad and y'all trying to make it seem like, oh, yeah, because y'all didn't think that. Y'all thought I was some spectacle toy that y'all could play with when it's not the case. That's not the case. That's another case. Think that, like, I want to be cool with y'all. If I wanted to be cool with y'all, I would have shut up and I would have never said something. Period. I don't stand for that. I don't tolerate I don't tolerate the evil that y'all are promoting. So yeah, like, they think they think because they push my buttons, I'm not gonna show up and I'm not gonna defend myself every time. The public on my side. So, like, you see how I had to wait until the Overton window, because back in they said that it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. It wasn't cool to snitch, and um it wasn't cool to snitch when we was making it cool to snitch, and now that we didn't made it cool, they wanted to stop it because it was actually making change. Because they say that that's how the world works. They're okay with selling drugs. They're okay with all of that because that's how the world works. But you gotta protect your base. You gotta protect your base. Oh yeah. You can't say I'm failing because you can't. What is the terms of me failing? What is the terms of that? Like what? I come out and prove everybody wrong every single time. Every single time. So yeah. I hope everybody have a good Thanksgiving. I don't want y'all to be consumed with this drama on your holiday. But we still fighting for Charlie. Right now it's 140.
Be thinking, all right, the world is getting back on its axis today. So Tennessee, all I'm saying is choose wisely. Like, we are still a safe haven from the types of stories, the insanity that we're going to be talking about today. So vote wisely. Today's the last day for early voting. Next week is the second to get your butts out there because we do not want her in office. Before we dive into today's story, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and ring that notification bell to make sure that you stay up to date on all of our videos. And also head on over to brettcooper.com if you want to see our new and improved Cooper Confidential. That is our subscription platform where you can get behind the scenes vlogs and content in addition to ad-free episodes. So go check that out at brettcooper.com. All right, so let's dive right on into the story. And I promise there is a silver lining here because you might get through this whole thing and you're like, Brett, I feel like the world is not getting any better. There is a redemption arc at the end of this episode, so stick around for that. Anyway, so the story that we need to talk about today is what happened this past weekend at the World's Strongest Woman competition. This is a big weightlifting competition, and it happened in Arlington, Texas this past weekend. And Jamie Booker, a transgender athlete, just
what has to change anything is people have to be regenerated by the power of the Holy Spirit. Like, that is the only thing that will produce true change in our communities, in our states, in our nation. So it's like, what else would you lead with other than faith in Christ, the gospel, and whatever prophetic word from the scriptures that might pertain to what's happening in the country? You know what I mean? Like, what else would you lead with? You know, and then obviously,
So true change is men being it's men standing up, and not tolerating what's been put out. It's not tolerating. Then we can get to people, people receiving the Holy Ghost, because what was missing was the big beautiful bill, and the big beautiful bill, we're supposed to be making change, and change is changing the Overton window. So in 4 years, these same conversations should be updated. But the past 4 years, we've healed from COVID. We've healed from 9/11. We've healed from all of these things. We've healed from these. So to bring that into this conversation is even though we're finally speaking about these things, to harp on the event 9/11 itself is detrimental to progress. That's why we that's why the public has to realize that conspiracies, the only conspiracy that is relevant is, I guess, the Epstein files still. But Charlie Kirk getting covered up right now, that's extremely relevant right now in this second, because all of them trying to cover it up. You see him. Now, is the public gonna say something? So yeah. They expect me to be bullish all the time when I don't be. I'm not them. They be overly macho. I'm not them. I have honor. I show honor, and that's what they don't want. They want everybody to be mad, aggressive all the time, and that's bad. That's terrible. That's terrible. And then because they want you to be aggressive, so they can be aggressive back, attack you, and be like, "Oh, you was aggressive towards me," and it's like then if you are not aggressive, then they'll attack you and say that you should be more aggressive. It's like no matter what, they attacking. Can you repeat that? Yeah. But I'm standing 10 toes, and they don't like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going nowhere neither. Promise that. So it's like what? It's like probably like 150 now. The vice president is supposed to be greeting the troops for Thanksgiving, because all he do is PR. He's supposed to be doing that at 12:30. That's what Fox News said. But ain't doing it, because he waiting for this to end for me to stop talking, and then he go say something and try and get something out of this, and then say to you guys, have a great Thanksgiving. You don't need to worry about. He go use all his language, and then I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna be like, see, look at him. So this shirt is tough, right? Look at this show. Look at this this joint. Yo. Y'all. So we gonna end this and I'm gonna upload it. And I got my hoodie back. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving, and just be calm, be kind, and God bless.